Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Oops. You get to see my Steam menu here as I try to go back in. Let it click launch. There we go. Okay, now I'm in VR. Interesting. I did nothing and outlines just happened because I have two controller types.
Hey guys, if we could just gather around the seats on the outside, we're gonna get started here in 10 seconds.
And then you'll get in without that problem.
Awesome, awesome.
No, I don't have that open yet.
Just duplicate the tab, then delete the part of the URL, then
Awesome.
just go into VRChat.
So yeah, welcome to the community meetup. This is a meetup we do once a week, every week, same time,
Anyway, here we go.
4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UTC. What this is, oh hey Cyan.
I made
What
it.
this is an event for you guys to show off the worlds you're working on in VRChat. And so with that said, there's a couple of rules. But what we're going to do after I explain the rules is we're going to kind of compile a list of all the things we want to show, and we're just going to kind of sequentially go through that until we run out of things. Or we hit 7 p.m. Eastern, that's about 3 hours from now. That's kind of like our hard cutoff. We try to end things a little before that point. So with that said, rules number one, biggest one, make sure your world is set to hold 40 people. That's just the max you can set. We can actually exceed that. I'll explain that in a second. When you drop the portal, make sure it's friends plus or invite plus. Just one of the two pluses, either one, your choice. That's just as long as we can get people into the instance after the fact, you're good. When you drop the portal, we can actually fit up to double the max caps when you set it to 40. What will happen is when we get 40 people through that portal, it will disappear, hopefully. There's a couple of weird inconsistencies right now in 2018. But normally 40, it would disappear at 40, and then we would have people join off of the menu, and we can actually fit double 80 if we have people joining off of friends in the social menu. So if you do not have a friend here, make sure you are one of the first through the portal, or try and find a meetup buddy that you can join off of. Make sure you select CyanLaser, Vaxnor, and myself, and show our avatars. We've got these little notifications we can make pop up on your screen to tell you guys what to do, because we're your boss for the next 3 hours. Yeah. We'll see. Please make sure the avatar you're using is optimized. We're usually pretty lenient about it, but if we start seeing lots of frame droppage, and it is caused by people using bad avatars, we will hunt you, we will find you, we will ask you kindly to switch to a different avatar.
We're the boss here. We tell them what to do.
Yeah, we tell you what to do as kindly as possible. If you have copyrighted content in your world, you can show it, it's fine. Just make sure you let people know. Because people are streaming this and they would like to avoid those copyright strikes if they can by just, muting the application. If your world is excessively large, let's say over 200 or 250 megabytes, please let us know. We'd like to kind of push those a little bit further to the end, just for the sake of letting people who have slower internet get into worlds first, because depending on how busy things are, we can sometimes be in a world for as short as 10 minutes. Just kind of try and get through everybody's content. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you know your world's huge, let us know. We'll put it closer to the end. If you do have time constraints and you can't actually stay till the end, also let us know. We are willing to bump people up the list so that they can show the stuff before they leave, because there really is no determined order. We just kind of see you run up and we just write your names down, and that's the order. We don't pick and choose favorites. With that said, I believe that's about it. So if you guys would like to show something, please sprint up to us now, and we will write your name down. Lucifer also already asked if they could go first, and Alt Centra, you wanted to go last, right?
Who just made it in?
Yes. So we have Dragonos. Is it only Dragonos?
So myself and Finns will show something too. So that's what, 4 rules?
Okay, cool. Also, more recent change, just in case you guys aren't aware, we do post the lists now in the community meetup channel, and it does get pinned. So just keep an eye on that to tell when you have to go, because we have accidentally skipped over people because we cannot find them because they leave. They don't know where they are. Okay. So yes, we're gonna do. Sorry, Lucifer, you said you had 2 worlds.
One.
1. Okay.
Looking me like that. It was a boy humor.
CyanLaser.
Farts are still funny. I farted on my Hanson's face.
Cool. Also, one more thing, just in case, because we are in open beta, people who are in the live branch, if they join on you, they will not find us. They will walk into an instance of nobody, even though it'll say like they're in the same world as you. So it is recommended maybe if you update your status just to specify that you are in open beta so that people understand why they're not seeing anybody. Okay, Lucifer. Okay, so yeah, that's everyone. So we've got Lucifer, Dragnos, CyanLaser, and then Alt Centri. If anybody would like to show anything else, feel free to come up to me, Cyan, or Fax at any point during the event, and we can add you to the list. That's it. I'm gonna put my phone over here. Post that.
Can I come into your normal square?
No, not yet. I'm the boss.
Okay.
Pin.
I'm sorry.
Alright, put my phone in my pocket. Alright, get my controller back on. Thank you for waiting, Lucifer.
You're welcome.
The center is open, Lucifer.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
The world I'm showing off is just the performance test. It's the same one as last week. The file size is a little bit bigger, but that's because I haven't crunched some stuff. There is a copyrighted song, I think, anyway. It's really old. But you can turn that off when you get in, and then you can turn your world audio back up. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So, yeah, let's go.
Let's enjoy.
Portal.
I'm so glad the camera's fixed. That irritated me all week.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. It dies.
Squid,
Did you even
for
get
running this whole
a chance to eat?
Oh yeah, I ate. Oh, bye, Portal.
Oh fuck! Awkward shit.
Here,
Yeah,
send
do
you
we
an
know-
invite. I'll send y'all invites right now.
Yeah,
Just
I
a sec.
got
Turn off the square.
picture of a friend right now who I don't think knows this is an open beta.
Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Let me find everybody. Right quick.
Boom.
Okay, so Squiddy Boy is
Hello.
in there right now, I think, right?
Is that CyanLaser?
I think you misspelled the name. Oh, I have my menu right open, so you should go on this side.
Alright.
From
Okay,
the
just a
movie
moment.
I Am Legends.
I was like, oh, I
You mean I Am
Luna
Leg?
Oh, wait, Luna's still here.
At some point, you want to say
Did you see that edit?
Yes. I
Okay.
was like talking. I was. It happened after I sent him like the I Am Legends meme
Mm-hmm.
with the edit on Mars and
I think Cham sent that one back.
and he turned into a leg
He's a leg. Yep. We should join in the next world.
and changed the profile picture, changed the name. Very dedicated.
He was.
Gotta give the props.
Jamie, I think it'd be
Is
good cell shading.
I'm amazed.
But alright.
A true leggy.
I'll see you in the next world.
It just looks that way because I just used your picture.
So yes, Legends is now a leg on Discord. Is he still? Or did he change back? No, he's back. He used to be a leg.
Lun wanted it so you can turn the stove on, and I messed up the collider port, so it flicks the entire oven by accident. And it's also a weird flame, but you know.
depressing map that I've ever seen.
Stop it, Fiona! I did have a daytime mode that
So
makes it really nice, and then I removed it before the meetup because I couldn't get it right and I didn't want people seeing it.
Where's the music one that you said?
But come upstairs though, come upstairs.
Wait, Lucifer, where's the music switch?
I
It's
feel
right
like
here. It's on the record.
Oh, my avatar
Just
ever
click
loads.
the record player, the stick thing.
oh, there
If
it
you
is.
click the stick, it turns the music off, and you can. On Friday. I normally do stuff on Friday. Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Unity and Pro Builder.
How do you pull this off?
In Pro Builder.
It is like a split. There's also assets used, so it's like a Frankenstein worlds, I like to call them.
Lucifer, can I request something? Can you
Yeah.
smooth your stairs?
I always say I'm gonna smooth my stairs, and I never do.
And so, you'll hear that feedback every time. I can't point with this hand, so I have to point with this hand.
You go down so fast, there's like a hole in the wall. Well, there's scrapes, The paint's being scraped down.
Oh, is that why you added that? Was the bed here last time? Because I don't remember it.
No, the upstairs is still a work in progress, but...
And a video
I
press.
added rain as well. And the rain shader. The rain shader's here if you turn the rain on downstairs right now.
Oh, I'm gonna go do that, then be right back. You have to turn it on.
I actually haven't checked it out myself.
Oh, now it's raining.
It won't be on these windows, it's only upstairs.
I'm at a nice 28 frames.
I didn't realize it rained inside.
You got some leaky ceilings.
It looks pretty nice though on this world, I think, the rain shader.
Yeah?
Like, if it's just gray and not rainy, like this then makes it cozy inside.
Mm.
And less depressing. Slightly.
Slightly less depressing.
Still pretty damn depressing. This kind of world is just like, I'm just gonna walk out into the waves and no one will miss me when I'm gone. Goodbye, cruel world.
This went from
I'm gonna add like
to zero really fast.
a happy day mode just for Fiona, where the sun's in the sky with a big smile on its face.
Rainbow. Yeah.
What did you call it? Like
Last time
We need to have
it
just,
actually
like,
looked pretty bad because I
human mode
didn't
for everything.
put the reflections on the mountains or the hills. So now there's actually reflections in the water from the hills, which actually look pretty nice.
Oh yeah, it does. I don't know if I remember that last
never
time.
noticed last time, but
I don't know if I was
the
paying
day last
attention.
time. And I managed to get the foam around the water as well this time.
I was just thinking about that too.
When you stand in it, it's pretty weird, but I used
Time to go
Red
stand in it
Sims
now?
method of doing it. It's not Red Sims water, but it's Red Sims like Z culling thing that he puts in his Patreon package.
What do you mean?
It's just a dynamic light that only affects the water. A directional light, sorry. There's a
Oh, that,
directional
the
light,
depth
but
buffer?
It only touches the water. Yeah, that thing, yeah.
Performance. Right? It's pretty good.
Yeah, there's no occlusion culling right now, so I'm pretty impressed, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure that the depth buffer thing could be like have no layers, but I'm not sure. I'm not gonna just claim that.
Yeah, it disappears. The water disappears unless I've got that.
If you have, as long as you have the depth, the light with real-time shadows on, but it doesn't affect anything, it just turns on the depth buffer for like Unity, I think. But I mean, I can be entirely wrong here.
Is it?
Something like that.
But when you stand in the water, the white thing around you is massive. So I need to turn that down. I don't know why it's up there.
All right, time to go check it out.
Nordic Ocean.
Why is it just
Oh, I
right
see.
there?
Like the phone.
Oh, it's only locally, but it doesn't do it on you guys.
Yeah, it's local, but
I can
it's
see
like,
it on your legs, but
yeah, it's interesting.
Are you using bakery?
And it moves with your head.
It's based off your view,
no, not
so yeah,
yet. I've
moves
got
with your head.
bakery, and I used it once and duly put us off it, but I think what was his name? Link was gonna show us how to use it properly.
I know one
When
also
Duly
was in
told
that
us how to
class.
use it. It ended up being like 50 extra megabytes, and I was like, I'm not using that.
You probably used the wrong settings. Too high of texels.
Big nice.
Yeah,
I use it every day.
Dooley told us to put 64 textiles.
That's too
Don't
much.
do that.
No.
Do like 10 or 20.
Yeah.
I use 10 in the default Unity one, so this is on I forgot the names next to them, but if you remember how the list of them, it's like 20, 25, and then 10 for textiles.
Oh. Yeah.
I can't remember the names of them next to them.
I don't remember the names either, but I think I know what you're talking about.
But
Oh, we got some
I'm
particle
proud
effects
of my
going on.
light settings because it only takes about 5 minutes to bake most
Wait,
of
I
the
have
worlds,
particles disabled.
sometimes
Who do
not
I have
even that.
shown up there?
It's either
Centauri.
Mistabby, Centauri. Oh yeah, it's Centauri.
Like, of course it's Centauri.
Can I
Who
even
else
point to
could it
Centauri?
possibly be?
I'll have
This
to...
looks really nice with everyone's colourful avatars.
Oh my god! I just opened my menu and I see like the 30 like red beams of people's cameras.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of, I like a lot of
You guys trying to
You like this, Mihamski?
because it's
No,
like
you tried to drown me. I'm He's Jeebus.
What just happened?
guy.
Why are my frames that...
I'm putting an
Chicken, that's
outhouse
your
Mihamski. Oh, it is.
Did something just happen? Like, why are my frames so bad all of a sudden?
Yeah, I'm putting an outhouse because I realized I've only got 2 rooms. I've got the kitchen and thingy, so I
I
need a
don't know.
bathroom.
Chopping up real
I'm gonna
bad.
put an outhouse for a toilet, and you're just gonna like
A huge
save
frame
stuff.
drop.
Did anybody else have a frame drop?
So but you guys
Why are
are
we standing here then?
showing an avatar that I'm not. Oh wait, no, there's my frame drop. There it is.
Because we're in view of literally everything.
My computer is perfectly fine. I don't understand why. I'm at like 50 CPU and memory.
40, 20.
Good for this mount, people.
Oh, don't switch models, no. No more.
I can't even hit the menu!
Yeah, essentially it's an as crowded as last time release.
It needs to moisten.
Hill, maybe there's gonna be
Sounds so broken.
Are you okay,
See
Sam?
who's in?
Baptize it.
How bad is
Oh.
this?
It's good, I fixed the... My headset.
They do appear to have a bit of
Yeah, the
water on
problem
them.
was,
Hey,
Enter cable.
Turn the wall so I can get a nice picture.
Was that for top?
Look like it either just the drainage or
the story of how I died.
the thief been splashing a lot of the stuff over there, you know.
Hi, you can't remotely hide avatar. Oh no, you can go like.
Their natural
I don't know
habitat.
There's
if
there.
people.
the beach or not.
That was my desk. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't
There's other
We
reasons.
die in the
why I
water,
didn't
that
like
pretty much
it.
means
Yeah.
all of us
but
die.
it just kind of went out a little bit, yeah.
Do that. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't
Yeah.
I mean, not use that.
No, I didn't do that, no.
Enter
Hey,
the
you
PC.
don't have to turn on.
Here,
What the? But
Hill is in here.
I messed.
Pretty on your one.
I'm gonna swap to a model that has
I
a
don't. I
commotion.
Yeah.
on the top of the floor. I think.
Now I can actually crash.
How long does it take for me just
Yeah.
to change my safety settings with how laggy I am?
Not ready yet. It's not ready.
I
Hasn't
just
even
tabbed.
started yet, but yeah, I'm gathering ideas.
Hey, I do care,
I'm
but
also
I
a big
also
fan
don't
of
care enough to
that.
put on my full body.
Sarah is in a very poor avatar, so I'm gonna do
Yeah,
safety
of
settings
course.
on
It's
her.
not avatars, I don't think. Oh, why can't I close my menu now?
Yes.
I have pretty much everyone
Gonna
turned
make
off.
a.
I have everybody turned off.
Somebody with that big
No, I'm not gonna make music for
something.
it. I'm gonna make a Chinese world. Find some traditional Chinese
Yeah, Aki Potato.
music. And then yeah,
No, she's not even in beta. There's no way for her to see it.
probably yeah.
Frames are crunchy.
To say that if I move
I feel like it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like half and half. Like, we're there and like, or like, yeah, we're gonna be like, you thought it was fine, and I still think it's fine. It never bothered me.
So this is only using 3% of my GPU, so it's clearly not that.
All right.
What am I looking at? Like this look from Lost in
Here,
Space.
I've got 35.
I mean,
Turn
Lost
this
in
way.
Space. No, Treasure Planet.
It's not GPU.
Big.
No, I guess it's not.
Are you alive yet, or are you still? You're still lagged.
Yes. They're very weak, but they do work.
Just the person.
I can't hear most people. I'm gonna have to restart.
It's very fitting for what it is. When you make like.
I can't even quit. What is this? That took so long. Okay. Let's go back to the Meetup hub, even though I assume no one else is there. Oh, my frames are still bad, so something else is going on. I'm gonna have to restart Steam VR here. Give me a moment, stream. So that I don't actually end it, I'm just gonna switch to this. So, you're back. Hello. Okay, now I'm back. Let's try this again. I don't know why, but it says that Chrome is doing a ton of CPU or something in my CPU, so it's like, I'm not sure what's going on there. I clicked the button again. What is... Whenever I click one of the launch links, I have the option of choosing desktop or VR, and I continually hit desktop instead. Okay, here we go. Let's turn on some controllers. There's one, there's the other. I got frames again, I have outlines again. Let's try joining again. Let's see. Hopefully everything's working. Oh, because I restarted Steam, I have to get that back.
Star Wars should officially do like in a Star Wars club with them for time, and that's just like a fact as he's doing the club.
Wait.
No, I missed the poll.
Oh, we moved on. I didn't see that. I'm finally back, but you know.
Full out like official Star Wars club in VR.
Scion.
Yes.
I'm streaming to my friend on Discord. Give them a wave.
I'm reloading avatars, so I don't know if you can see it.
I shouldn't be waving like that. It looks like you were calling them a wanker.
I'm sorry, I have a Vive controller on this one. So it's like, I can't do anything if I have index and Vive, so it's like, okay. That's the reason I'm not in full body.
I can't believe you do such a hate. Right.
I've got one more week left and I should be able to get into full body the next time. Like after the next meetup, you should see us in full body.
Awesome. And now I guess I gotta go find who's actually in the world. Because we moved on to whose world?
I think Fiona got in there.
Your mum.
Let's fucking go. Yeah, it's looking good. This is looking good, Lucifer. Yeah, definitely captured.
I keep forgetting that's not enabled. Why do I always do that? Let's see, what is it called? I'm doing this with the The Vibe Wanderer.
How the hell do you have
This is the way the scanning
95
software works.
textures?
But it's got to be neat. This is to scale in your real world, right? So for you, as long as your avatar is to scale.
Alright, to scale.
Okay, did I miss anything?
With your avatar's scale?
His bedroom's larger than mine.
But I have an avatar that's slightly bigger.
I'd say it's probably larger than mine, but my apartment's still. Current room is probably bigger.
This should be more to scale. It's the scale of this version of my model, which is pretty much.
Do you have multiple real-time shadows in here?
No, there only is one light.
Why are there multiple shadows? You can see like an outline.
I don't know.
You're free.
Like multiple
Right click.
Did
you scan your room?
Yeah.
Your room's crunchy.
Reality. Can I say that?
This is optimized.
There's a new app for Android called Displayland that can do this as well, and apparently it does a really good job. I haven't had a chance to play with it yet.
Now it's time for you, Cyan.
Not completely
It's time for me to what?
To do a 3D scan of your house, your apartment.
That might take some time.
Why is that?
Why am I like barely in control?
Really?
Giant
I'd probably end up cleaning it and just like, I don't want. Yeah, this will take forever. Approximately 9 more months. To 3D scan that.
I think he's got some mangoes down here. That would be great.
Wait, I just realized there is no floor.
Bleach.
I like my backlight on.
What is the blue dot there? Like, I see there's a dot.
That's a bat collider.
Oh.
It's a collider toggle.
Okay, I need to turn it off. No, I lost tracking. I can't move my hand.
If you turn it on, you collide with the bat.
There we go.
This scans so well.
Shut up.
So you've separated the bed out from the rest of the mesh?
No, it's it's technically just an empty game object with like a box toggle.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's easier than separating it out of the mesh.
Is it actually 2 or just 1? No, it has 2 keyboards.
I thought this was
keyboards technically
right here, but he has another setup right here.
Keyboard.
Why do you have 3?
That's like a half a keyboard. I don't know. I have 2 PCs with 3 keyboards.
Congrats.
Like,
Actually, I wasn't here.
it's just like, I don't want to put them away.
I feel like that makes it harder if, like, you know, you actually have to switch keyboards if you want to switch, like, Windows.
Conversation.
You can't? Why not?
No.
It's too blurry. I don't actually want to.
Too dark. I need a light. There's a mirror and I can't even see it.
Whenever we go in here, we're all, like, looking at all the little details about what's going on in your room.
Too much food on your keyboard.
It's okay then, time to look at your anime porn again.
Where's my...
I live here. I mean, I'll look up on our TV.
Survive the day.
I mean, hopefully the, you know, meetup ends a little early. You only have 4 worlds.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. Then I can actually like take a shower and maybe even take a nap before my Zoom call. That'd be good.
My everything crashed when I looked up to see what
Okay, we're not supposed to press that button. Why? What does that button do?
Which button?
That's just a mirror button.
Don't click the mirror.
Don't click the mirror, it just enables the mirror.
kind of thing. Yeah, but saying that
The second time, like, I never finished it. It was like, I finally used this game.
Okay, you should maybe read it. It's because I have the feeling a lot of your room is missing.
Nah, I don't want to do it again. That's why I finished it. It's painful.
Alright.
It was painful.
Wait, respawn? Where's it spawn?
Technically, it's spawn.
Oh, that was spawn.
So far with that respawn.
I'm 3 feet when I respawn.
Oh, hey, hold on one sec. I have to put you back on show.
CyanLaser, do you have anything that you need to explain?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, I would like to explain something.
Oh, incredible.
Do I need to put the quiet, please, so that I can explain my own world?
Yeah, you do it yourself. You can do it yourself.
Oh no! Alright, are we actually ready?
Respawn?
Alright. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah.
Okay, can we gather everybody? I guess I can't move thing. That's you gather for me.
I have the same problem with my version, except I'm halfway on the floor.
Okay, I don't actually see because there's like no lighting in here. So I just have to wait until, you know, I assume everybody is here.
Follow
Okay.
my emissions.
I don't know who said, oh, your hands. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and say this is everybody. Hello. So the next world is a, I guess a collaboration between myself and Finn's. We had also Fiona and Peptron helping. Last week specifically, the VRC Prefabs Discord did a game jam with a world jam. Octoplex hosted it, and the theme was a helping hand. So the world you're about to see is what Finn's came up with, and like I just helped him with some of the logic. Finn's, I guess, isn't here or probably sleeping or something, and so yeah, he can't show. But I guess you can turn this off. Sorry. I'm gonna make a comment. There are real-time shadows in this, so performance may be heavy, so you might want to block avatars now. But yes. Once you go in, just kind of explore.
Time to go through.
Oh yes, Squid.
So
like
we're not gonna have time to do the whole thing.
this world is huge. We do not have time to go through it. Also, you know, keep track of time if you care.
And tell people how to get back to spawn.
Okay, so there are multiple areas within this world. Respawn changes when you go to an area, but like it just goes to the like beginning of it. So if you need to respawn, you respawn, turn around, go through the portal, and then respawn again. Everybody got that?
Got it.
Double respawns, yeah. But okay, I'll drop the portal. You guys just go explore. Where's an open area?
Right where you're standing.
Where did you go?
In the dark.
Into dark.
Cyan is just not saying. That's what I'm saying. Pitch black.
I don't remember. Friends Plus, go with it.
And then we'll know where he is.
Portal.
I'm gonna show some stuff.
Let's see how this goes compared to last time. Hopefully people actually understand the tutorial. I just realized I can throw my Vive controller, but I can't throw my index controller. Interesting. Oh, my frames.
Goal is to figure out if I can beat
They're coming back. The biggest frame killer right now is avatar loading for whatever reason.
Ooh.
Someone said that avatar loading causes the garbage collector instead of opening the menu now.
But why can I still see you?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm?
Yes, I always have trouble.
You probably have me shown.
Jet dog. Interesting.
Yeah, selectively.
No, I manually. Yeah, manually.
Because of shaders, like.
Yeah. Let's see.
He's got a shader that sets his bounds are forever, so it's why you can't.
My bounds are forever, just so you can see my shader that says, you know, respawn. Okay, so for those who are like loading in, the tutorial is over there.
Don't worry, I'll be okay.
I get to see this golden desktop now.
Oh yeah, there's flight. Okay, let's see if the tutorial. Oh, did the avatar work? That was the one change I made before re-uploading.
Yeah, you can turn the avatars on now if you want to be one of the characters.
So reading the tutorial, if you are on desktop, you press spacebar to fly. If you're on VR, you just do that.
I'm
Can
gonna
I-
go to
Right.
there so that way I can see the characters.
You'll use the force, Dennis?
feel like the flight in this world on desktop is more just a load of wonky jumps minute.
It might be.
Like,
Oh yeah. You don't.
I mean, all of the desktop flight is you press space and you go forward.
Cyan, I made one for you, but I didn't public it, so you can't be it.
Oh no. One day, you know, we'll have our Avatar project in 2018.
Well, I mean, like, I uploaded this in 2017. But
Yeah.
do you want to see yours?
Sure.
I can't hear Fiona at all.
You have no IK for me. Is your avatar loaded?
Nope. Okay, here I am.
I just changed it.
Okay.
No, I see you now. He can't. Legends can't see you.
I can't hear you.
Legends isn't
I
there.
can see her. I can't hear her.
What?
Is that...
Legends is right
I
here.
can't hear.
No, Legends is right here. Is he stuck as spawn?
Oh, that's
He
why I
might
can't
be.
hear.
Let me look and see if he says
Okay, so
spawn.
people have people gone through the tutorial to like start the world?
No.
Wait, you can start the world?
Weren't you here yesterday?
Yeah, you have to.
When we go.
No.
Oh.
I had work yesterday, unfortunately. I didn't get to see any of this
So
stuff.
walk up to the like
Actually,
NPC
how does
thing
this
here.
You just hit space.
Okay, so Pan,
right?
Legends, and Valgan are stuck as spawn for me, but I can't rejoin because it's full, so I'm not gonna bother.
Mm.
Sorry, Legends.
Okay, so once you've like seen the NPC, you'll see the tutorial above. Press the arrows to go to the end and follow along.
Where do you see the rest of the tutorial?
There's like a black arrow that you have to use the UI button.
At the arrows.
Were you here yesterday?
Well, the black arrow is not very evident to someone who's very dumb.
Yeah. When I was here alone, I ran off that way when it pointed that way.
Phil said the same thing. It's like that. Let's put it this way: the tutorial was like added in the 10 minutes before the deadline.
So it should not be an arrow, it should be a play.
Play?
It should look like a play button. Like, it should look like a button, not an arrow.
Oh, yes.
Like
Okay.
a play button.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
Oh, there are avatars?
when we spawn, we all immediately go to this direction, so we assume that the way forward is this way, not not that way. So
It's fine. Like, this is feedback. Like, we will change it afterwards. It's just like it was so last minute, just adding that in.
Yeah. See you guys. Squid, I'm going to lay down in the field through that portal, so if you want to join me,
Don't you do
just
it.
come, okay? Rickety?
Oh,
you're
Fins
in,
is going on?
Fiona? Everybody.
What?
I'm going to lay down in the field.
Time to lay down in the field.
No joke, it's actually really beautiful. I actually thought, you know, I've never wanted to lay down in VR, but I do want to lay down in there. So I'm gonna go, okay?
Alright.
I'm gonna take a nap.
What?
Oh wait. Is it low?
That failed. If it stutters, I guess I don't get the velocity properly.
Again. I'm gonna lay down. Actually, I'm gonna stay here. This is a very nice spot too.
If only I had full body and I could actually sit down with you right now.
Oh no.
The other room, Scion.
What was that?
The tutorial, but this looks. I thought it was just the other room.
Oh no, it
I
was
got
like
confused at the
4 areas
tutorial.
or 5 areas.
This is quite a bit bigger. This is massive.
Yeah.
And it's
This
like
is amazing. Well, it's like
It's
Breath of
got
the
a
Wild
hard
kind of feels.
story too.
It is,
Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you
Very
hit me
light
in this-
story though.
Like deep, okay?
This thing was amazing.
Yeah, it's
yesterday,
light,
going
but
through it.
it's like a nice anime.
Oh my god, those
If
bird
I
things
wanted,
look
if I was
sick.
making an animation, I hope it would tell a story like this.
Are those birds just a particle in sprite?
I want to say they're a particle. Finn set that one up, but
Sure looks like it.
Yeah. They look like.
Oh no, they're eight. They almost look like 8-directional.
I mean, they're probably like.
They have multiple directions.
Yeah, they're multi-direction, but I think they're still
I need to put
2D.
the fan on me. It's
like
very
them.
hot up here.
The only
It's
thing I
very
have a
bloomy.
complaint about is the locally billboarding particle right above us. By the way.
Oh yeah. I need to tell Fins to turn off. You know what is it? Roll.
Those are nice. I like those.
Yeah.
And also, on your left hand, there's the goal.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Look at your left hand in VR. On desktop, it's very obvious.
7 candles and 21 crystals.
No, that's what
I noticed it way later.
No, I guess not.
I'm a fucking bird boy.
You should have added like.
Wait, can you actually go over there?
I should have added. You know, we only had a week.
I'm swinging the candle around, and the flame isn't like swaying back and forth. I'm really upset. My immersion is broken.
This
from the same creators of Journey.
this is based off of Sky.
I thought so because it was very familiar.
Oh, you jump in
I
the
can't fly,
direction you're
Cyan.
facing. I was wondering why I was jumping forward. Oh no, I am.
You have to jump in order to start flying.
What has happened?
If you jump and then you can. Oh no, he just falls. No, wait.
It's hard to get people to respawn.
Wait, why?
I cannot look this way without dying. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
So wait, Squid, were you listening to what I said at the very beginning? Because I said respawn, turn around, respawn again.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, I was. Yeah. No, I was busy.
Okay. I told.
What is over there? Do you have to like? Oh, we have to jump over there.
There's flight in this world, so you can fly.
Let's do it. I'm gonna go.
Oh, I have a lot of momentum here. I can't fall. So one of the things we did was took away falling. Okay, that's a little brighter than I thought or expected. And so I don't know how many people were actually watching this on stream yesterday, but yeah, the goal of this world is to find the candles, which are really just those lanterns, and then the crystals, and help the NPCs. And so I helped make this, so it's like I know where all the things are. Well, at least for this one. But then got one crystal. Wait, I wasn't paying attention here. Yes, Finns did an amazing job getting the visuals for this world. And you know, as everyone was talking about yesterday, this was done in 1 week. All of this is like 4, 5 of these like things in 1 week. Oh, one of the other mechanics is that you have to light things, so little thing shows you there.
Cyan.
Hello. It's not gonna jump scare you this time.
That's what I just said.
Hello.
I'm not gonna let it. This is a lot harder to do when you're little. Just sit in a bed.
Don't be little.
But then I'm not. You're not like being a character in the story.
True. But then I don't have respawn on that.
I'm going very fast. I don't know.
It's true, but you can always change.
How do you open this?
True.
You have to open on this side
Put
with
your
a
flame
flare.
against it. Flame against the circle.
And hold
Yeah, I
it.
did that.
Yeah, you have to hold
Hold
it
it.
there.
There we go. Got it. Did I go both turns?
Should tell you.
Like a secret, you don't have to do it. I
Don't-
learned that secret by watching Cyan.
Oh, I missed. So as she was saying, you don't actually need to do any of the lanterns. That's kind of extra, but not supposed to know that. But yeah, as yeah, what you're saying there, like people don't realize that you don't, or you do need to help the NPCs,
Have I already lit this candle? I have.
but you know, all of this was kind of last minute. Well, the UI was early, but we didn't actually make any form of like, you know, quest of saying do this or that. Vince, I don't even know when Finn had the particles here saying go from there to there. Why am I walking? I can just fly.
What is this magic? Oh, hello. Should I be scared?
No. You don't need to be scared.
These mystical little children appearing all of a sudden? I'm not used to this.
Oh no. I heard my name.
Where are you? Where are
Behind
you?
you,
Oh,
yeah.
there you are. Okay, big problem. I picked up the whale, I flung myself into the air, and now the whale is... I don't know.
Somebody else
Gone.
mentioned this before. if you respawn, go out of the portal and come back in, it'll be back where it started.
That's a bit tricky to know, though.
I mean, it's not. No one's supposed to know that, but
okay,
I guess
I'm
it's...
supposed to. I'm supposed to tell you that Vixel says hi.
Hi, Vixel. Oh wait, wrong hand. I have a Vive controller here, so I have no finger
Nice.
gestures.
Oh, I see.
And then index on the other one.
I have. He can see my screen, so.
Mm-hmm. I assume. Wait, you're streaming?
He
now?
says his batteries are dead, so he can't. Yeah, just to him though.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think anyone will want to see me stream.
I mean, I didn't think people would want to see me stream, but now I've got people.
Other suggestion: make a safety check, and so be like respawn the thing if it's not touched somebody's hand for like 20 seconds or whatever. That seems more natural to me.
Yeah, I can do that. Sounds easy enough.
Yeah, because that way, like, somebody might not know that we're respawning right. It's not really that
So
easy.
I just want to point out that we did not do any VR tests until the actual like show off of the event. So we had no idea how bad it would be.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And I spent only 2 days ish on my submission.
22? We only had a week. How?
I spent 2 days.
Oh,
Two.
okay. Okay.
2, and all of that was spent. The entire first day was spent doing like the Udon stuff, and it's still not super functional. And the second day was spent half the time modeling and doing textures and fixing the arms again.
I feel like you had to do like more work yourself, so you had to split it up though. But like with this, like I just had to do logic, and then Finn just like told
I
me
only
everything.
Had silent. Yeah. I only had Silent to do everything aside from modeling the level and making the shaders, and Silent is not somebody who has a lot of experience modeling levels, so oof. But it worked out. It was tricky, and I'm also happy about the fact that I'm the mission that tried to do something entirely new.
Wait, yours
Like
is the only
Udon-wise.
Oh yeah, there's nothing new in this world.
Yeah, I didn't use like Peptron stuff or just made buttons or anything. I tried to make something completely different.
You're wiggling
So that was
wildly.
great.
I mean, I don't know who's got candles, but like that's just standard
here,
pick
let
up
me
behind
see.
your head.
Here, hold still.
Did you just light me?
I have my.
How far? No. How far from world spawn are we?
Really far. Really far.
Yeah, everyone's avatars are wiggling slightly from
So
me.
Finn's made the skybox like massive, and all of the skyboxes are touching.
Oh god, why couldn't you make a smaller skybox and just use a Panosphere shader on it?
I'm not the one who did this because I was doing other things, so I wasn't worried about it.
Just
But yeah, it's
just more clean because you can like use a circle and then all your world
No, I know it's
automatically
probably-
cuts off in a circle when it goes through it, right?
I know it would have been better. It's just like I didn't look into that because I was
Yeah.
looking into the other things that we had to
So
finish.
what I do is I just take, you know how you can just take a
Okay.
material and just drag it into the skybox, and it just
I guess I'm gonna
applies
keep
it.
looking for things. What am I at now?
That's what I do. Like I don't even use a
Oh
sphere,
yeah, but
I
if you
just-
have like multiple sky domes, I have me and Sun have like a shader that like.
Look at my blobby shadow. It's not obvious, but this like area glows as you hold a candle closer to it. Which I guess I can try to show it. Not sure how obvious that was at all. Unless I gotta get. Let's see if I can do this again.
Let's fucking go.
So
Oop. What was that?
What does the ghost want me to do?
You gotta go find the whale. Bring it back.
Find the whale.
Spiritual whale.
Oh, it's not obvious, but
Big
like,
whale, but
there's like a small whale pickup in the world. But like, once you have the ghost on like this section, then you can find the whale.
What does it do?
Once you have the whale, that's just part of the quest that you need to finish. Once you find all the crystals, you can then open the door to the next area.
I still need to find 5.
wait.
Alright.
Oh, I didn't even.
I had apparently missed the part of the tutorial where holding back means that you fall normal.
Did Finns ever
I
add
accidentally
that?
pegged myself against the ceiling and I couldn't figure out how to get down.
That was one of the things. Like, I don't know if he added it to the tutorial, but I was telling him to. But it's like, when I added the like, what is the word? The drag for desktop flight. Like, you couldn't fall down, and it's like, oh no. So we had to add in the button where you press S and it'll like drop it.
Yeah, the ghosts.
Ghosts.
Wait, do you see the
Wow,
kid right
somebody
here?
over there said I have to find a ghost.
I did, and then he disappeared.
So there's 3 of them, like in this area.
There's 3. Oh, like this.
So like you go to one, it disappears, goes to the next one, and once you have like the one here, you can find the whale and give it to him. Oh, there's a prefix.
Reckon we should stay, Simon?
What was that?
There it is. How long do you reckon we should stay?
We only have Centauri's world left, so it's like, how long do we want to stay? We've only been at this for an hour.
I mean, people are enjoying themselves.
Show world too?
Say that again? Is who?
It's Suna.
Is Suna? Because he didn't sign up for the list.
Yeah, I think so.
If that's...
He was added later.
Oh, if he was added later, then like... Okay. I mean,
Hi.
that's up to you guys when you want to move.
Find the whale.
Hi.
Do you want a hint?
Oh,
or
I
actually
didn't
answer?
need the-
Yeah.
It's on the bridge
But
over
you
there.
have to- you
It's on
meet
the bridge.
boy, and then I think
Oh
that's
my
the
God.
last task, isn't it?
Wait, what?
So I met this guy.
Once you find...
Here he is.
So you-
There's like this last... You see the
I
NPC
gave
3
the guy the
times.
whale.
Once you've seen the 3rd one,
Yep.
the pickup is unlocked. You have to find the pickup and bring it back.
Oh.
So this one, you know, you got to find the whale.
You guys like my flying skills?
Oh, I did find the whale earlier.
It's not
Oh,
spoken,
yeah,
but if you
I'll
lose
open
the
that
whale,
door.
you can reset it by going out and then coming back in to this area.
I just found this is super hard for me to fly because my armors are so short.
That's interesting.
The struggle of... Is that the struggle of baby bird stuff?
The struggle of small
Oh my
avatars.
god. Imagine giant avatars in this.
I'd rather not.
Oh, it's a baby harpy or child harpy.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually have to finish this animation in order for
Yes.
the whale to show up. Okay, that's why he wasn't there.
Wait, what
Maybe
whale?
okay.
When you let go, does the whale respawn? Because I think I flew too far and lost it somewhere in space.
So that was one of the issues that we had. I didn't actually add a respawning like timer, but if you leave the area and come back, it respawns. So just like walk through the
Okay.
portal and come back.
Where's the spawn normally? Is it like in the air?
No, it spawns on the bridge.
No, it's
Bridge. New.
Okay, I'm moving on to the next one. Oh, and I hit my chair. Are you guys just gonna lie down here?
From here yesterday. What? It's beautiful. You worked on it. Actually, no.
I mean, I don't have full body to actually do it, so I'm just gonna look really awkward here.
Usually you have your full body.
It's because my other hand is broken and I only have,
Slanted.
like, I have to use my Vive, like, for my hand now.
Oh.
And I see my own body. This is terrible. I actually have to, you know.
He's laying down on the grass, looking into the sky, and the
First I thought it was a giant Teletubby.
and the
Then I
blowing
realized
wind of
it
the
wasn't.
flowers. Must be relaxing.
I didn't get to bed until 7 in the morning this morning.
Read the needle.
What
Because
now?
I went to the bagel bash. Went to the bagel bash after that we went to this stuff.
Did Finns do most of the environments?
Finns did all of the environment. I just hooked up some of the logic.
Did he have concept art? Or something?
Finns, okay, Finns is a professional concept artist. Like, that's his job.
Oh.
What?
CyanLaser would be a perfect fit for Grab Rave.
Wait.
Am I broken? What was that?
He modeled everything?
No, he didn't model anything. But like he like finds all. Well, I guess he did terrain stuff. Like he used terrain to do this and like optimized it. But then like hello.
Okay, got it.
But like he is a concept artist, so like he knows how to design like environments and how to like make them look.
Job, isn't it?
But he doesn't know how to model it, so he just like uses assets to perfectly place everything.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Can you have conversations over my head so I can see you when I'm laying down?
But I'm still just struggling to get my way out of college.
Thank you. No, now all I see is like inside of people. Okay, that's good. This is like a scene where I'm gonna get beat up or something.
Aren't you already beat up?
Oh no.
This is the end scene.
But at least I'm not beat down.
Really strange.
Wait, you're now on the ground.
Right, you already beat up.
Do it.
Listen, rock bottom.
You've got
only thing is up.
Oh.
Because we have 2 more worlds. Okay, I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna go this way.
You're cheating.
I gotta go back to the portal.
Oh, hi.
So where is the squid?
Absolutely. My map has instructions now.
Hitman from the black market.
It's not just you're not just in a circle with blasters and a random button without any instructions. Now it actually has instructions and it tells you the master.
You corkscrewed your face right into that solid stone wall.
Because it was stone for you, because you didn't unlock it.
The master leaves, I just have an opening saying,
I did this yesterday, so I was like, I just kind of refused to go around and click everything again, but it's freaking awesome, man.
I don't know all the things that Fins is gonna do before making it public, but yeah.
Yeah, so I made the model for these, and so I made
these assets are amazing.
I'm pretty sure he's not the same guy, but okay.
I should have asked him about the grass, though. Like, is it a shader or is it?
It is a shader. I believe it is Shishi's grass shader. You can get it on his Patreon, I believe. I don't know what settings he used, but I think yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, who are we surrounding?
Shut the fuck up.
Where's Suna? I don't have nameplates on.
Campfire. I'm saying the campfire songs right here.
Yo, I know that song.
Oh, right here. Okay, there's Suna.
Hello.
Where's my water? Okay. Final food.
Alright, I'm gonna explain what we're doing. Okay. We're going to an old world that Fiona really liked, and I upped it a little bit with Udon, so...
There's still bugs.
So what you have to do is like not stand in like directly in front of the bear filling machine, or it's gonna break. So like only put stairs there.
Bear filling?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So that's what we're going to
Oh, that world.
I know, I was just like, there's a lot of worlds as soon as I really liked.
Okay.
I was thinking of the Hobbit hole one.
I swear.
Oh.
But yeah,
Stabby.
Teddy Bear one is good too. Oh,
If only my frames were 20 here.
Alright.
This one.
Get sniffed.
Everyone go through the portal.
Go inside.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go in then. Double. I can stand up now.
You know what?
It's Build-A-Bear.
Anybody order frames?
Do not stand in front of it. I'll warn you.
Wait, what was the reason for like not standing in?
Right there.
What happens
Do
again?
not stand right there. Script stops.
Oh. We probably just lost it already.
I don't think I ever saw this world. Ever.
I don't know. I think nobody's been standing there yet.
Oh, we've been here like.
Okay, that was close.
Alright, my toolkit watch is broken, so that means that there's no reason to have toolkit on.
Nobody stand in front of this.
Is that the only reason you have toolkit?
Well, no, not the only reason, but at the moment that was the only reason I was using it. And now it's attached to my right hand for some reason, and I can't do anything about it.
Oh.
So
now
now
that
the
it is.
It's kind of Blue Oasis-y even, with the like hand-drawn outlines and stuff.
That is true. But Blue Oasis has a bunch of more like, extra colors into it. It's like
Cyan, we need a don't
Maybe I
touch.
shouldn't cancel out that.
I need Fiona. Where's Fiona?
I'm supposed to do a touch nothing. Why am I touching nothing?
Get a bear and come over here.
Okay, I gotta get a bear.
Build a bear and then touch nothing.
We've touched everything. Sorry, we've touched everything.
So apparently you can fill, if you do, there is a gimmick here, you can fill a bear. As you can see.
No, somebody already broke it. Yeah,
it's already broke.
I'm assuming it's the player on it to trigger thing.
Yeah, it just returns null, and I check for it, but even the null check breaks, so it still doesn't work.
You have to use the same.
I'm so
happy that you get some whatever. It fills the bear up, and they get bigger and bigger until they explode.
Did you break it?
No, I think Vogan broke it. He just literally jumped up the thing and.
No, I think it'd be funny if this bear got bigger and exploded.
Yeah, Vogan just jumped right into the machine and it broke.
You should.
God damn it, Volgan. God damn it.
It's all your fault.
Put Volgan in the machine.
Inflation.
Inflate Volgan.
Don't Google this. No. This is not something I'm into. I don't know what I said, but I got my Google
or whatever, and it should just work.
Oh, is this gonna be public
Update
soon?
it so that it won't crash, and you broke it already as well, Fake, so you got too close. Because it still detects players, it shouldn't, but it does. But I know how to fix it, so I'll be updating that. That's what I did for 2 days instead of working on the jam.
messing with this.
Built theirs.
But yeah, is this world gonna be public then?
Updating the lighting and the colors. It is public.
Oh, it's already public. Okay.
Great.
So that people know.
And I would like to move on to the next world. I would like to show the arms world just like you, because it's already broke.
No,
Do you want to give people a few more minutes, or just
just look around the shop? Yeah, like let them look around the shop. We don't need a lot of time, but like it is neat.
I need to check Pill's bar, because this time the performance should be okay and it looks better, and there's custom art now, and we have the arms world, so for people that didn't see it yet, because it's kind of fun. But it's pretty short, so it's alright.
Yeah.
Wait,
What is going? Is this how you're actually sitting right now? Wait, what? I have a name. Okay, I couldn't hope it was full body breathing, but.
Cyan is the best color by far, right? I mean, I think we can agree on this one. It's great, isn't it?
Yes, cyan is the color.
These are too cute. Where
Oh.
are the trashy ones? Where are the used ones?
I have the coolest one. This one is the coolest. Cute.
I mean, they were, but
Yeah, but what about the vagabonds and vagrants?
But it doesn't work.
The trash outside. You might find it.
Okay, so you can see me.
What was that?
I was wondering. You can see me. I was wondering if you could see me or not.
I can see.
Guys, Hamsky, he's trying to
Cyan
bail.
toy?
Okay, Vixel says
I'm not trying to
Cyan.
bail. I'm
Squeak.
baking in an
I'm
oven.
not a toy.
A toy? A cyan toy?
Body. I don't see how that could make me hot.
Life size?
I need a thermometer in here.
Does it do
Hello?
sounds?
Moving around. Take it back.
No.
Probably a string in the back. You just have to pull it.
Open a window, stick a fan on.
Oh, I do have to. Does it do something?
There's nothing back there.
Okay, first of all.
There we go. It does, like... Wait, what? It says on the thing. It's a song.
It's from Indiana, I think. So.
I need a quick sanity check. If I have an array, and I check to see if something is less than the array length plus 1... oh fuck!
It's
this
already
shouldn't-
too
this
long.
shouldn't be breaking.
It's already too long.
Break the machine.
Valgan, you need to check that it is less than the length itself. They're zero based, so it goes to 0 to length minus 1.
Able to take the bears and
Oh.
blow them up until they explode, or just make them bigger. But somebody
Yeah.
started 0.
This is dumb.
This is computers.
Actually,
Because if you were
specifically
trying to
Vogue and
access
Walking
an
the
element
Machine
that's
broke it.
equal to the length
And
of
then
the array,
failed.
you're
So
going
stop
one
blaming
down.
Face made sure that it's absolutely dead after you.
Wait, what?
Oh, I just got lunch. That's right. We need to crash this place some more.
In my networking, you did. That's yeah.
We made a mess, you guys. I hate to tell you this, but this store is like.
A shambles.
Good thing, you know.
Sorry for whoever has to clean up.
I mean, good thing most of them are
An
just
object
static
to
over there.
properly like resolve, but I'm just gonna make it a special layer that is impossible to collide.
You can
with
still do a
anything
null
except-
check. Like,
Not in noodle, not in noodles.
yes, you can. You can do object dot equals.
I tried, it failed. It failed. I
So,
did.
what did you do?
It
Did you do
still failed.
collider
It
dot
still
equals
crashed.
or object? Because like you have to look at the generated code. I saw what the
Dot equals no.
use object dot equals.
If
I
I do
think.
the other thing, it's already erroring collider.gameObject, collider.object already
No.
fails because
Just use.
so like I have to do the check instantly.
You have to do object dot equals. Don't use colliders. Use object dot equals.
Okay, but that gives me an error then because it's the wrong type, isn't
No,
it?
object is no. Colliders are based off of
okay.
objects. So like it's
Okay, so I
the
know how to
lowest
fix
level.
that now. But I'm really just gonna make a collider that goes on special layers so the code doesn't get executed like.
I mean,
for no
honestly,
reason.
that is the best thing to do. But like, you know, until they give it to us directly.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, you're right, but I had so many issues so found a workaround, and I think it's probably better if it doesn't run at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, you did the archery map.
Yes.
Oh.
That's like my second map. So old.
And look, that's Fiona. She made Finn's unicorns, I think.
I think
Finn's
the
Fiona
first DM
Queen.
I have with you is asking if I
Oh my
can
god,
use
they made
both
climbing
of those.
trials. Why are there so many popular people in here? My god.
This is the world creator meetup.
And that's Dead Dog, and that's Miss Stabby, where she made like DJ stuff, and this is Fakes, and
hang out
already made the
together
hub and
here.
scripting example.
Wait, I can't get up.
Yeah.
Fuck. Not now. I created the cow girl that can like
I think I'm always saying her name wrong. I'm sorry.
I need to upload more stuff on VRChat.
How do I say your name?
Oh my gosh.
Like you say, when you send me that.
You have a lot of things on here. Though.
Okay.
I mean, they could also spawn Tesla and here, but they will accept people. Also, most people have animations blocked anyway, so whatever.
Yeah, like here performance, we've got it pretty much locked down. Oh no, we're creating a physics pile over there. That's not gonna be good.
Oh no.
There's legends of oh my gosh, you're so big.
Yeah, that's not
so
good. That
big.
crashed everyone.
Wait.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the next world like 65 minutes.
Sorry.
Because people crashed themselves.
Do we need to get everyone to quiet please first, or?
No, it's okay. We can go.
Oh. You're going to spawn. Oh.
There's no need for.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Wait, you should just drop the portal. Unless you want everybody to listen.
No, yeah, well, there was no space to drop anything in there because too many people.
Yeah.
Just walk through the door.
Find me.
Oh, there's no wall climbing in here. No.
I found you.
Yo, why my shader pink? That shader.
Find who?
I really hate that shader, honestly. That's so distracting.
happening?
You hate my shaders?
It's Fax's laser, so you can find them better.
Alright, we're gonna visit another game jam world, and you'll... Okay, there's some things you have to keep in the mind, like... If you touch the same object with both hands, it'll break, but it'll only break locally, so if you break it this time, you'll just have a local problem. But one arm will still work, so it's just gonna be like, whatever, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
So remember,
Alright.
some people don't even know what the world is to understand what you just said.
I'm panicking.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't remember which one.
I don't too.
So to reiterate,
Are you there?
Blended in with the background, so
Okay, we gotta go over here.
Portal!
Welcome. Oh, hello.
Portal!
Hello?
I get 60 frames. I stay here.
Are you speaking? Oh, okay. Portal's gonna die! We lost the portal.
This is the end.
Hold the phone. I swear, those weren't that big last time I saw the model like on the thing in the booth. On VCat. Did you?
Every time, selfie bomb.
Right, boys, where's the portal?
Portal closed. I don't know what this is, but I'll see you guys there.
Koala, you looking pretty good.
What equipment do I use? The only thing that I have memorized is an R1080, but I know I have an i7 something. But this computer's like, oh, I guess the other question is like headset. I am using an Index if you cared about that too. But hey, I got a hand and another hand.
Is this desktop at all?
Where's Suna to ask? I don't remember what his answer was on that.
No, it's not desktop, Belgian. It's not desktop compatible.
Aww.
Big sad.
Think of the crippled.
Oh well.
Big sad.
Think of the crippled.
Am I controlling a giant who's standing behind me? Now I'm kind of
Just because we have no hands doesn't mean we're not important.
That's pretty cool.
Wait.
Omega boy people.
Can you confirm that? Is that true? Is it more than just hands?
You can look in the mirror.
Where's the mirror?
Oh, they do show it on camera. They do.
Post jam improvements.
Post jam improvements? Oh, that's just the shoulders. It doesn't even show anymore. You know, you got your crazy giant behind you.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like if there's an invisible giant behind me.
I wish there was.
Seeing everything I do.
So imagine if it was that, like, what is it? What is that one emoji that I started using now?
Oh my god.
Cyan overly attached. Imagine if that was the face behind you.
I'm giving you the biggest head pat ever right now.
So let's see. The copy your hands here. I can't get these close. I can't even get them close together. I guess I have to do this.
As long as you stick
I'm
it
squishing
into
your
an
head.
object
I'm
and press the
squishing your
grip
head.
button, it will be okay.
I can't even.
No, don't squish my head. Here, have a seat, Cyan. Here you go.
If one hand breaks, use the other one.
Alright, we should probably go engage with the actual like gameplay here.
Mm-hmm. So.
What if you pick up the box?
There, and I'm gonna.
Oh wait, I just lost it. Bye.
These aren't synced, so.
Use your giant hand to make stairs.
You should have giant like glowing blue hands. Yeah, you shove them into the object and you grab it like you
Can I even? Nope, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how.
I put the colliders together and they did a little bit of bouncing.
Got my elevator going.
We gotta take this one.
Bye, guys.
Here. You chose grip.
And now let's get this one.
Obviously, just cheat. No, wait, did I just let go?
Not that one. It would help if I didn't have underwear monkeys in my face.
Underwear monkeys. Oh no. Get out of the way, underwear monkeys.
That's VRChat these days. Everywhere is underwear monkeys. Okay, now we gotta get this one. I gotta drop it. Okay, now I can do it. Yay, I win.
Because what you want is
I can't. Yeah. Fine, I'll just do this.
I see a giant hand. Wait.
That's your giant hand.
Great, it's good to see that everyone sort of managed.
My big hands are creepy.
There we go. Made it. Where's my other one?
Alright, what you were supposed
Friends made it.
to use for triggers is Oculus cross-platform primary index trigger and Oculus cross-platform secondary audio.
I'm sorry, I was able to show it off and like previously. You kind of missed your world then.
I spent like 20 minutes trying to find everybody and I realized it was open beta.
I'm sorry. I forgot to mention it.
Everybody, I was in there, I was trying to find people, and then I did one bar, I downloaded open beta, Then I came into the world and everyone's went through the portals and the next one. I was like, let's see if we can.
Yeah, open beta is kind of random this week.
I don't know, but
Why? Why open beta?
Well, the meetups we typically have it if like somebody wanted to show like, or no, because that open beta will basically be what's released next. If it's world creators, we kind of want to know if our stuff breaks in that build. So it kind of makes sense for this event, but yeah.
Okay. So I totally missed you. Like when I asked you about it, I just fell asleep instantly, and then I wake up and say, "Oh crap!" Right.
So, I mean, I assumed it was kind of like an awkward time for you based off your schedule. But I mean, people still love the world. I thought that was just a bubble. Wait, how did that just move? Is there a person with colliders that moves this? Huh. Have you used the hands?
Yeah.
And then sometimes Chim Chim.
Oh my god, I remember Chim Chim.
At first I wasn't too sure if it's that we shouldn't be showing the world because I don't think it's, I don't know.
Oops, that shouldn't have done that.
Alright, so to keep them distracted, I gotta test my world real quick before we... Because they might decide to move on to the next one soon. Good, you do?
I have one more roll, you have time.
Thank you.
I can also always enable my lactation animation. That will keep people busy.
So what did you change with your view, like the pedestal fix?
The only thing that I did was I made it so that when you unlock the tutorial key piece, it unlocks the avatar pedestals. Oop.
Oh, okay.
You just came from. Hey.
Why? Why is my head gonna be shaking so hard? You're gonna spoil it. I missed the word. I'll find out later.
I came back and everyone's gone, so yeah, that was fun.
I always forget to check channel to see if it's open beta or not.
They usually ping it at the beginning of when the meetup starts. It's like, also if you look at my status, you should be able to see it. Like, you know, who reads my status?
Yeah, I saw your status. And you said if you're in a stream title, and I was like, oh, it's open beta. Crap, I'm stupid. So, how was the reception for it? Did people like it, or?
I believe people liked
Is there
it.
any issues?
I would say like,
Okay.
I mean, people still have a bunch of feedback on things that we should be doing, which I've kind of forgotten some of already because, you know, I'm streaming instead of writing it down. But it's not obvious that we have to do the quest line just because the little like UI only shows candles and crystals.
We probably should add that.
Yeah.
Where were you sleeping? I'm gonna pet you.
Yeah, get some rest.
How far back is it? Wait, are you petting me too?
No. Oh my god, this is the best thing, you guys. Okay, y'all got you got group hug. Group hug.
Oh, that's what that. Okay. I was like, what?
Yeah, you can't see. It's a little awkward. I'm trying.
Hey, there's some text on your screen you should read.
We're just waiting for Suna to dump the portal.
Don't stand in that
I
corner.
can fucking bitch slap everyone now. Yeah.
What corner are we talking about?
You didn't have the capability of doing it before?
Well, now I can do it like massively, you know, like a fucking.
Alright, I have to walk in there.
You know?
Okay, Suna has to go in first.
It's okay.
No,
It's okay.
somebody immediately went in, even before they said anything.
Oh, okay.
Too late.
Oh, okay.
Portal.
Portal. Ooh,
No one can tell me not to go in.
I could have told him not to go in. Did I miss it? Oops. Now I have to actually do it with my hero hands. See what he says.
I like this water. This is nice. It's like actual waves. I don't think I've seen this before. Printer made this?
The waves are a bit too stiff.
Whoa, my eyes are burning.
I remember this map too, man. This was my home world for like half a year. I remember this. This is really old.
Oh my god, the shark is
avatars
finally
loaded.
going back to home.
My. That's so cool. Oh my god, you made the first climbing trial.
And Fiona, I have a task for you.
so
See those hills over there?
Yeah.
The hills? What?
Alright, go to those hills, look at the texture and tell me what it is.
Cool.
Go look at the texture.
We have to get up close, right?
Yeah, so the
Yes.
first climbing,
Please do.
Cyan made the prefab,
Okay.
and Cyan and I worked together a lot, and so we were gonna do like a demo world for it. He's like, hey,
Now I guess I gotta figure out what. Oh, you actually are following. No one else is.
Yes.
To just look at the texture? Does it change? Because I couldn't tell.
You're just supposed to tell me what the texture is.
Oh, he said go to it. I mean, I thought it was just sand and it looks. Okay. You know, I kind of wish I had the flying so I could just jump forward.
Skybox.
Keep going?
Oh no, it's a flare. It's a flare. It's a flare. Oh boy, my controller keeps disconnecting. Why the fuck would it do that? It's so dumb.
Am I missing something? It looks more like sand.
Being RMA'd. Yeah, there should be different textures after a while. There should be. Yeah, it's different textures now. Okay, this is too dark. We have to go over the hill.
Still looks like
Sand
sand.
again. It's supposed to be green. Where's other stuff?
I mean, it definitely looks green in the shadow,
It's
but.
just overlaying the. It's over. Oh, there it is. Green. Right there you can see it. Okay, cool. All good.
Wait.
It's all good. It's just a bit mismanaged.
I mean, it's both mixed sand as well as something else that's kind of greenish.
Yeah, because I'm using the sand as a detail texture, right? But like the joke is that all the forest that's painted onto the terrain is the texture of broccoli mixed with the texture of a salad.
Will anybody even notice this? Like, it's so, like, zoomed out, you can't tell.
But I hid a broccoli and a cabbage on the map. Well, it's not very hidden, but yeah.
Okay, now you gotta show us where it's at.
Respawn.
Respawn?
During that thing, and I missed the whole thing, and I feel sad for not.
Where is it?
It?
Did he not respawn? He told me to respawn, but he didn't even do it.
I think they're like all out of charge for singular answers only. Yeah.
What is up?
Is that a person or is that actually? Okay, it's probably just like a skybox there.
Oh, there you go.
You didn't respawn. You told me to respawn, but you didn't do it.
Well, Koala wants to show me a bug, but I already fixed it.
Okay. Well, there's some broccoli.
Some broccoli.
Can you? You can't climb because it's udon.
I think I need amiibo. Yeah. Hang on. I need amiibo.
Why amiibo?
Amiibo, where are you?
You probably can see their colors.
I need you to follow me.
It's dedicated one.
Alright, Suna. Suna, what was the secret with the hill texture, though?
You have to ask Cyan.
Where's Cyan?
Right next to you.
There.
What is the secret of the hill texture?
Well, part 1. You got a little bit of this.
Is it a cabbage?
Cabbage?
Is the texture a cabbage?
Where's Fins?
Where's amiibo?
Has a lettuce or cabbage?
Press this button once.
Okay.
There's a
That
button.
works. You should be the master.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
not
why.
the
it's-
master. That would be a problem.
Wait, you could check and see
You
like
are
who's the master.
Who the hell is the master?
Okay, open your in-game menu.
Fuck you all. Man.
Let's
I was
see.
first. No.
Doesn't mean that you're master for first.
Should have been.
Juby is master.
I'm sad now.
Goddamn Juby, man. Where's the...
Juby?
Where's Juby?
Where are they?
Who are they? Or...
Who's that person?
Oh wait, you're right. It's beach avatar time. What am I doing? Walking around in my actual clothes.
I don't know. You gotta go find them.
I don't know how to read it.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, let's go see. Nobody here?
Well, just make find me. Just make find me.
Well, I mean, I'd have to do just one. Hey, Juby, press the button.
Press the button. I hope that'll work.
Get down.
What happened? Just once.
What now? What now?
Just press it.
Oh.
Okay, now what? Oh, fireworks. Oh no.
They're gonna be replaced with other ones, but that was a thing even on the original beach map, except it was 100 times
Is there
more
sound?
powerful.
Am I not getting the sound?
I don't hear sound.
Yeah, we need waves. We need waves and booms.
On the original beach bar, there was an invisible button right in front of that prop there. Like in front of that cutout thing.
This was my home mode for half a year. How did I
It's
know about
invisible.
this?
Like, why would you go there?
I mean, I guess, but oh, by the way,
This
the only
tree is
reason
actually the only tree that is Lopali stole that I forgot to see. I overlooked it.
Oh.
the only reason why I unfriended this map,
Rounder. Hey, Legends has got a beach outfit too.
Lopali tree.
Fuck, I could have kept this map.
No, because it's the leader, you couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the
Oh yeah, maybe I should actually explain.
I can't do it, Jim.
How the water
He's
is
not here.
done. I don't know all about it, but I do know a part.
I was confused, like, I thought I could get coconuts off the tree.
Cyan.
I heard my name.
The water is actually a render texture that renders a particle system on top of the water surface.
It is a
It's crazy.
particle plus a rendered texture. What? Okay.
Yeah. It's a particle system that's under the world that's being rendered by a camera to a render texture, and then that's overlaid in the channel in the shader, and then that's overlaid on top of the thing. But then the particles also have a special scrolling texture on it, so that they are always in movement with fog. And Printer made it, not me.
I mean, I'm curious on why the particle part
I
is
just
necessary,
edited
but
it.
okay.
I don't know. But Printer made it.
Oh, did I just lose my
the
frames again?
performance for this should be better, and you can go underwater if you want to see post-processing.
All right, time to go underwater then.
When Quest was released,
I've seen it.
Cyan and I were both in like IP character avatars, and so I'm like, okay, I need to remodel them. So we made them Quest compatible. So at the time, they need to be 5,000 or less.
Oh god, no.
Oh yeah, and
Yep.
Fiona,
So we're Quest compatible.
there's a broccoli over there. There's a broccoli over there.
And that is part 2 of the texture.
5,300 polygons, oh god.
It's a broccoli. Wait, did you put that in, or it's always been here?
I did because I patched up the textures of broccoli and salad.
Yay, broccoli, woo.
That's a good hill texture,
is-
yeah.
So I thought it was a mushroom.
Is that broccoli?
It's
I
broccoli.
was on it. Oh, I can't play. I'm not in full body. I can't play space there.
I also cannot
Me
play
neither.
space.
I should have put on
Oh yeah,
some
there's some
broccoli.
custom art made for VR Pull over there if you haven't seen it, on the flags and on the walls.
I hadn't seen it, or hadn't noticed.
You have not? Then come over here.
I think it's
Gibbon.
Wait, where's Suna go?
We got a pill.
What I would give for better peripheral vision.
There, Ria made us.
God,
Artist I work with.
did you draw that?
No, Ria, she's the person that does complimentary art for my stuff.
That's awesome. It makes it
now
feel like almost not.
And there's
horribly
gonna be
creepy.
some soundscape by AK Link. AK Link makes a soundscape for us once you see.
Great. Oh, he's gonna do a great job.
And up there is some banners where you can see a sun pill going into the water. Sort of.
Is that what that is?
It's a little Starbucksy, but yeah.
Now I wish I didn't accidentally piss off the art yesterday.
Why? What did you do?
I showed them my milk and lactation animation.
Oh, we gotta respawn.
Respawn,
I don't
right?
think he. I don't know why I respawn if I'm nearby the spawn.
What, respawn? Okay.
Actually making a version of this map that is using a PlayStation.
Is that
1
where you know
shader.
bingo at this point?
I like the distortion and the glitchiness.
Is Centauri even here?
And has like a distance visibility of 5 meters.
Yes.
He's in a shark avatar.
Oh.
It sounds like it's going to be kind of weird because apparently not everyone is supposed to go into one instance.
Yes. Centauri like asked me last night saying like splitting up the instance because of, you know, performance.
I don't want my internet to die, and if we all go into a single instance, that's what's gonna happen, because I just forced everything on Master, which would be me.
This is
Why
not
don't you have
going to
someone
be
go through
good.
that's got good internet or good computer? Master.
I'm out here.
I'm out. I'm streaming.
About Udon, and I think that would break the limit on anyone's computer.
But, I mean, it worked last time though.
But it's a sacrifice we're willing to make.
Yeah, but we have like over 50 people.
True. But yeah. Do we want to, or do you want to explain anything
Although
for?
I also.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a lot of improvements to it last night too.
After turning off that one thing.
Over here.
That's fine. Okay.
I'll make sure to mute your world audio this time.
Oh yeah. This world will get caught on YouTube, so.
You got striked for it.
Well, it wasn't a strike. They just muted that section. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this world is my World Jam world that I spent a day and a half on instead of the week I was supposed to spend on it. And there's instructions in it. It's basically defend the payload style map against enemy AI. And right now there's a max of 12 people, so everyone gets a gun. So I'll just keep dropping portals as people go through them. And there is, I suppose, there's instructions up in the world that the rest of you can understand from there. It's fine.
So pretty much after we the world isn't that long. So should we just go back to the hub after you finish it?
This is the last world, I believe.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
once this is done,
Awesome.
we're done for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, I guess we will.
So, I guess at this point, you should just start dropping portals.
Oh yeah.
When you see a portal, just run into it.
Keep going until we fill it up. Is there a mermaid in there?
All right, portal.
I thought when Pixie was a mermaid.
I mean, it's probably gonna fill up. Yeah.
That's gonna fit more than 12 people.
Actually, you're wearing like VR.
You could probably just drop another portal too.
I've seen a mermaid. You know what? It's a bubble. It's the one in the bubble, and it does the clamshell thing.
I don't know if that one's got 12 in it or not.
Doesn't matter. We can just wait for it to go, and you can drop another one.
I know when I have time.
Is that okay?
Hop and run. Oh, I think somebody went to this last night.
Okay.
Pill did, yeah. So we had the
Yeah.
Did she actually public it?
Is this public? It was in labs, wasn't it, for a little bit?
No, that's
Maybe
a different
lab-
one.
yeah, it
This
was
one,
maybe
I keep on poking Rubik to try to make it public, but this is a different ID because I wanted to save the other one and be like, hey, this is what I did in a day and a half, and then this is the one I'm going to continue up it and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, no, it's not public. I'm attempting to make it public.
Mhm.
Next.
Portal.
Alright, let's go.
Sack hotel.
So that's
4,
Okay, we have to go
5,
to
6, 7, 8.
It stopped at 4 for me.
I mean, it still says 0. Come on, 4 more people. 4 more.
Get in there.
5. Yeah,
Get in there.
We got party of 5 here. Party of 5. All right, if it's party of 5, let's make a new one.
All right.
Party of 5. Party of 5. Party of 5. Party of 5. Bye bye, gang. Let's go. Oh, bye bye, gang.
How many people are left?
Oh, let's go. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6.
Well, should we all just go in?
Left. The rest of us could just fit in the last one.
All right. We can all just go in the last one then.
Yeet.
All right, Portal, last one. If I can make it, no. Oh. So I'm just gonna apologize now that I can't have the audio on this because during yesterday's stream it got caught by copyright. So I suppose like maybe good for this one. Find like Fiona's part section like on Twitch. But yeah, I wish I could have the audio because it makes it so much better.
Kala's not showing. Now that the stations are working, it'd be nice to see Kala's map. Oh well. Am I the first one here? No.
No.
There's people behind me.
No.
Was there rain last time? Or
Oh.
yesterday?
No, there was not.
Well, now it's raining.
I like it.
Can
There
I
also wasn't instructions or anything.
yeah, I don't remember reading last time, but can I request a button to turn off the music so that I can still hear blasters?
Sure, I can set that up.
Thank you.
Although it'll be a little weird because I have everything going off of a single audio source, but I can do that.
You have all of it on a single audio? Oh, okay. That's weird.
Okay, technically it's on 3 at different volume levels, and then everything else is just play one shots because a voice. I'm trying to keep the amount of voices in the instance down on as much as possible because there's gonna be like 20 levels.
I mean, play one shot does the same thing as multiple ones, but okay.
Oh yeah, but
Kala, are you just mute today?
when it is done playing, it doesn't actually stay in the world, so it's fine.
Yeah,
That's
true.
where I'm aware at
trying
least.
not to speak up too loud.
Is your chest still bothering you?
It's actually gotten a little worse.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
How do I shoot this while, like, with the... Okay. I think VRChat is just broken when I have an index and a Vive controller. I can't hold and shoot at the same time.
All right, do we have everybody from that's loaded?
No, one just
Do you
person.
know how many people?
Oh, no.
Okay, I believe now we do.
But yeah, I just made these fancy instructions. It shows the master, it shows what you're supposed to do, it shows the warnings that I haven't fixed yet.
Which I'm absolutely not reading because I don't, you know.
Who reads? It's VR.
Understandable. But yeah, who reads?
I cannot.
Alright,
cannot
everyone
read.
ready?
Wait,
Yep.
I believe so.
Do it. Oh, this is the implication of the name. Sick.
It's so boring without the
Non-masters
sound.
should be able to... Non-masters should be able to shoot better now because I made it a cone rather than just a raycast.
Nice. I was wondering about that if like I ever hit anything last time. I suppose that's something. Is there a way to add feedback if you hit it?
There's supposed to be, except for some reason I haven't gotten it to actually function yet.
Okay. Because that could also mean I'm just that bad of a shot and I never saw it.
Probably not. You're perfectly fine.
Bad guys.
Oh, some stutter.
Yeah, they done lagged a little bit.
Did that just split?
Top and health 142.5.
I may be in desktop, but I still can't aim. Oh no, I don't. I can't aim with my cursor. I have to aim with a laser. I hate this. Oh.
I guess that's some feedback for desktop users.
I can't cheat. I'm still full. God damn it.
Wait, that went really fast. How do they all just die like that?
If they're all in the same place when you get hit, it goes through all of them.
Okay.
Hit them all.
Yeah, that's what it
If
looked
it's a
like.
cone, I was really far back. I think I hit them all.
Yeah, probably.
Nice. Okay, I'll just stand way back here.
God.
You shouldn't have told us how this works.
To remind me of Overwatch. And
Okay.
Somebody should be screaming "play objective."
It's really interesting to see Kizuragi, the abstract sculpture, holding a gun.
Lone Genji mate to slay the entire enemy team.
It's just like, what is this? He's just got a gun. Oh.
Why are they all spawning at once? That's super weird. They shouldn't be like all together like that.
I don't think it's hitting at all. Oh, we got it.
Oh, I know what's happening. Okay, I can fix that.
If you want it to feel more like
You can fix that.
easily do that. I require healing. I need healing.
I require healing. You're gonna have a hammer to be able to hit the coffin, and it'll repair it.
That seems too like. I don't know. Do we have too many players?
Blows up.
Sync bad. Sync lag.
So I was actually thinking about this, like, after you had mentioned it, was like, is there really any better way of syncing it other than having one person, or just like, the only other option that I came up with was find a way to force object pooling. So like, you just have the player list, and as they like would spawn, you just force somebody else to own it. But it's like, that sounds like a really annoying setup.
I mean,
but
I
it's
could literally because I literally just detect who is holding a gun, and then I could just be like, randomly choose one of those people to own it.
yeah.
If I really wanted to, but that would I don't even know how well that would work. Because the entire system really right now depends on it all being owned by the same person, so that
does
they
it?
can send functions to each other.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, that's one of those weird questions of how do you properly, sync that.
I have no idea.
Well, now it's a new research area. Congrats.
Oh boy.
Yeah, have fun with that. Let us know what your results are.
Oh,
Make sure to write a paper on it. I require 7 pages.
It's the equivalent of
Annotations, citations, peer review.
It won't go far. But
Imagine if we did that.
You know, we do kind of do peer review. We don't do citations though. We really should be better about citations. But yes.
Wait, can I shoot my?
Wait, what? Are you still holding these?
Yeah.
They weren't in your hand for me. Like, they're just out here.
Yeah. You know, the map ended before they broke, so I'm fine with this.
Yes. Oh, now they moved back.
I'll do it.
Thanks, Object Sync.
Wait, if I own all of them, so if I go Fiona,
the visual
Fiona, and I shoot these,
is-
do those shoot? No, they don't.
Oh, they do for me.
Okay.
Well,
so
no,
if
these
I
didn't
own
shoot.
all
It's only the ones that
four-
you're holding. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not gonna
okay.
work that way. It's
Yeah.
still on pickup, like, trigger.
It's on pickup, use down.
Yeah, that's like,
Okay,
that
but
works
no, but
normally.
I saw them floating and shooting. That's what
Because
it was
Centauri was holding them. They just weren't syncing
I didn't
position.
see her holding them.
They weren't syncing
Yeah.
position. That was the issue. Like, I don't see you holding this, but it's still right here.
I saw her holding other ones.
Oh, no, College just put them there.
Ah. What's on the ground?
The gun shadow.
That's a shadow.
I like how its laser ray has a particle texture shadow.
So, Centauri, Jason on stream is basically saying that the name of the world is a spoiler for the memes.
I mean,
it's fine.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take this opportunity to go and shower and sleep before.
Yeah.
4:30,
The meetup has
so-
ended early, so.
Yeah.
Can I mug your
There wasn't
stream?
that many worlds this time.
It was not, surprisingly.
Open beta and game jam. So. Except we
Actually,
didn't get
I
to
was
see yours
supposed to-
with the vehicles on the open beta.
No, that one's kind of like still worked on because of the semi track that's supposed to come out, like the death track. And I'm still animating that to actually make sense because right now that truck's going way too fast. And like it's literally from start to carrier in a matter of just a minute. So like the thing is, it looks a little unrealistic. No semi truck can go that fast. The other thing is, I wanted to show another world today based off far loan sales, but I'm looking at the laptop and it's still baking a lot. Because I recently added the land carrier.
Oh,
it's like a
someone
it's
broke.
like a
I'm gonna go in
giant.
and see what they did.
Okay. It's like a giant kind of six-legged mech carrier it runs on whatever it's actually this color, believe it or not. It's like a fuel of this color. It's it's how your own vehicle also runs your own sail. Actually, if you want, what I could do, I could show you guys a. Oh my god! I could show you guys like a prototype of that world real quick if you want.
So I do need to go because I have to like shower and sleep. So I'm really glad that these are over. But I want to see this. I want to see your stuff next week, hopefully with open beta station fixes. I'm very excited about this. But, so I'm gonna get off.
I hope that goes well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Bye, Fiona.
Okay.
Bye.
I mean, the world, or
wasn't
the meetup is
counting.
technically over, so it's like if you want to show it, you can. It just wouldn't be anybody else.
It's not really that much to see. There's like just two things.
I'm gonna try another car besides that giant bike.
I kind of used a real-time directional light. The performance is fine. Your performance will be okay. It's just
Real-time
one
directional
directional
light?
light.
You mean the one like that?
Pretty much something like this. But I also put one directional spotlight on the lighthouse, but that's completely changed now because with the map the world you're about to see is like it was literally my third world that I ever made for VRChat. So but what I'm doing now to that world is with everything that I've learned thanks to the prefabs community, I took advantage of what I've learned and what I've come across and all the mistakes I've been making, and there are no more real-time lights, there are no more unoptimized textures or anything like that. So you're gonna what you're about to see here is literally me not understanding what the hell I was doing, which is this one.
I don't know if I saw this one. But okay.
I've never taken anyone from prefabs in here.
Okay, Portal.
Oh, doesn't ring a bell?
Ooh. I'm stuck with outlines all the time now. Wait, can I turn sounds on?
It seems like a nice song, Koala.
I picked this song because I wanted to show the world that it was in complete despair. It's as if it's a lost hope. Everything's just gone, and it's been left behind, and there's nothing to come back to. I don't know if any of you played this game before, though.
I don't think so, or at least I didn't.
I honestly highly recommend you do, because what I like about it's not actually too. Okay, if you follow me for a second, and if you stand here, this is how you play the entire game. You're facing it this way.
Oh, is there a collider right there?
I don't know what game you're talking about.
It's really nice. Like you play as that little fellow up there on the top of the vehicle, that one next to the flag, and you're considered like a sort of lost child, and you decided after you've seen everything just go away and kind of disappear into time, basically, you decide as a child you've been building this contraption for so long, and eventually when you felt that you were ready, you boarded it and you took it to sail off. And well, you're not really sailing on water, you're kind of sailing on land. However, what I like about this is that it's not just getting into the thing and just driving. You actually have to deal with the sail, the engine, the steam, the elevator, the contraption in the back, plus the engine and the overheating, and it's a hell of a management. And as well as like you'll find random objects like this if you follow. And what you do is while you're sailing with this, you actually sometimes have to stop your vehicle so you can come out and pull these into the vehicle. And when you're inside, you put it on this little lift that's in there, and it lifts it up to the burner. And you feed it to the burner so you can keep this thing going. And things do go wrong. It has like a fire kind of hose, water hose in there, because sometimes your engine can catch fire. Sometimes your feeder can catch fire, and you feed it with two ways. You either drag it in with you, or you pull it up with this.
Some cubes.
Some cubes. It's supposed to be colliders so things can get stacked up. But this one actually comes in handy as well. There will be a point in the game where you have to use this to like kind of pull stuff and whatnot. And this is actually where you get in from. You can either get in from the back or you get in from the front, depending on where you need to pull or take stuff to or from. And there's actually in there, there's actually a little bed. Obviously, the details of this inside, I couldn't put it in because you'd have to be as short as the character. And I don't think people will want to run around this small. So, what I did to this world, though, is that, that I changed. That's no longer real time. I instead used a beam effect to give it that kind of shine without having to use lights. I also fixed the viewing distance for the VRC camera, or the main camera, sorry, because currently it's set to I think 1,000, and 1,000 looks rubbish. But back then I didn't even know that there was something called increasing the distance of the camera. Like I said, this is literally the third world I ever made for VRChat. Obviously not my best work, but the idea is there. And I was playing the soundtrack of this song a few days back, and it reminded me obviously of this world. And I thought, why don't I take a small break from the Motorstorm one, because that one really was raising my blood pressure. And I thought, why don't I take a break from that and do something a little more calm? And I did a lot of fixes. The shadows have been placed correctly. I adjusted a lot of these props. I even made sure anything that's animated, like the large kind of fan over there, plus the sails here that are swaying back and forth. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't too fast or anything. This is literally that I consider it too fast, honestly. I fixed the speed of that one now, because for something that size, I know it's supposed to kind of swing back and forth because of the gust of winds that happen, but I made it a little slower now, and towards this end here, I placed the land carrier, or as they call it, the land cruiser. It's so big. The one leg from that carrier makes up the two of these cranes you see over there. Stacked on top of the other, basically. The foot of that carrier is literally the base of that crane.
That's big.
It's huge. Like when you look, the thing is that I really wish I could push and show, but It's still baking, and I'm actually worried because it's taking this long to bake. I really hope the light map size doesn't kind of like, hit the 200 megabytes or
I don't think
something like that.
bake time actually contributes to like how big they'll be, but I don't know.
Because I remember the first bake I did after I did the fix, what the fuck? These things have colliders? Okay, sorry. So like the first time I baked it, the light map size was 178 megabytes, and I got a heart attack. And I was wondering if the light map file is there, can't I just compress and crunch that light map after it's done, or is that not a thing?
So I don't think you can shrink the size of it, but you can compress it. But there's a lot of things that I haven't actually done enough with like light map to do like check on that, because it changes this like it's a different type of import, but you can go into the import setting and say crunch, but I don't know if it lets you change like the max resolution. I don't remember, it's been a while.
I'll have to see, because it'll actually be quite a shame if I can't show this to the community meetup. This is actually one of the worlds I actually really enjoyed putting together. I know, like, obviously I didn't model anything that you see here, not at all. However, instead of just directly copying a scene from the game, I actually made a completely different from scratch scene with the given assets that I have. So basically, this is a scene you will not see in the game at all, because I could have made this up completely from scratch. So like that ship over there, it's supposed to be a sort of backdrop kind of thing, flat in the side. Instead, I wanted to make it look like there used to be water here. It used to be a sea, and then it dried up, and this just, kind of went down. Oh, yeah, basically, yes, exactly. The pier
like
here,
plus
plus oh, another thing I actually did was, here's the thing, is because it's so small, I don't know if anyone would be able to see it, but this bridge, I made it seem like because the during like over time, kind of like the minerals of that bridge and what's holding it together in terms of support and scaffolding and whatnot kind of obviously gave in, so it snapped in the middle, causing any vehicle that was on that to just fall straight down. You can see like there's like a bus there and containers.
I see a truck over there too,
and a truck as well, yeah. And what I tried to make it look like, over time, after these vehicles have fallen, is that the dirt and sand and whatnot kind of swept across this, like the ground here in the land, and eventually kind of like sunk some of these vehicles that fell inwards, like into the ground. And just to give you that sense of, how long it's been since this happened, basically. And also the ship back there as well. I wanted to make it seem like it was, again, giving you a sense of you're literally walking on this once a seabed, basically. And all these houses that you see on the sides, these fell from the cliff, and they just kind of crashed down here. Or they slid down here, and they began to become part of this dirt which sunk in. But I've made so much improvement to it now, as of recent. I even made like the parts that are supposed to give some sort of light. Yeah, I'm gonna actually add more music. Oh my god. Okay, there's gonna be more songs that are more like, variety and whatnot. I picked this one when I first did this world because it was actually one of my favorite tracks from the game. But otherwise, this is generally the world I wanted to show you guys today. Like, not this one, but the improved version. But when I saw that the light map baking was taking its sweet time, I was like, okay, at least let me show up to the meetup just to let people know I didn't die or I didn't like disappear or anything, because I have been away for quite a while, and I had like during this time I had Ramadan, and now today was the first day of Eid, and we still have another 2 days of that, and it's been hectic basically. That's why I've been a little quiet and I wasn't on very much. I wanted to make a great kind of comeback with like the world like this one, the improved version, but then Unity was like, I'm not gonna give it to you today because I'm kind of still baking your lights, so screw off.
I mean, you don't have to show anything to come back. Just you drop by and say hi.
Slow oven.
It is. I actually really want to get bakery because Rubik keeps telling me that does its job so much faster.
Maybe like you could add some additional flames in there. Maybe a match or two. Thought we were making bread. Oh. I want bread now.
No.
I want bread.
I think once I've done this world, and once I've actually made it more presentable and it's less less janky, I'll go back to the Motorstorm one and tackle that semi truck, because that truck is giving me a lot of trouble, and it really caused me to get a headache. I made it move, but I don't want it to kind of appear or raise from the road and then it just goes. It seems stupid. I'm trying to make it have a dynamic entrance, like basically it's being airlifted and dropped onto the road, and then it takes off while the truck does its thing. But unfortunately the Chinook is not listening to me, and it keeps literally rotating in itself as it's coming towards the road, like it's doing constant barrel rolls, and I don't know why. And I've been tackling that issue for almost 2 days. Eventually, I think I popped a vein in my nasal bridge, and I thought, you know what, I can't. I don't have the energy. I am too sick. I don't have the patience for Unity screwing it up every now and then. And I'm glad I came back to this one, because this calmed me down to work on and everything.
It's good to have a common project.
Yeah, hopefully next week. Yeah, exactly. I think the Motorstorm project has given me way too much pressure, and it actually caused me to kind of literally have a complete mental breakdown. At some point, literally that road that you saw raised towards the end of the carrier, with the cars coming down, when I did the animation for the Chinook, the road refused to work. It's as if somebody deleted the animation, and it didn't want to work out for over an hour of me trying to tackle it and find out what was wrong, and I couldn't find out what was wrong. I almost broke my keyboard, and I cursed at my screen for a good 2 minutes, and I just left the project. I was really, really upset with that. So that's why I came back to this one. And when I came back to this one, I thought, you know what, maybe this is something I should show the community in future. So hopefully next week you guys will get to see the much better version of this.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be fun. Well, I don't know if fun is the right word for this kind of place, but it will be, it's going to be different, I think. It's a different experience, I think, would be the best way to put it. I'm not gonna lie. When Octu said that he wanted to make a world like an udon jam, and when he was kind of shunting off the SDK2 builders, I was really hurt when he had that thought. I was like, come on, man. Not everyone's ready to go into udon. You can't just expect someone to just look at udon and hey, presto, now we know udon. It's not. It doesn't work that way. Some people are prepared and they have knowledge. Then you have other people who just don't have the time or patience for it. And I wanted to do this world just so I can show Octu it's not all about udon. You don't need udon all the time. Things can be done without udon.
Noodles don't even taste that good sometimes.
Well, I'm taking too much of your time, though. But I do thank you guys for showing up and seeing this. Just so you guys got an idea now of what I'm planning to do as my calm down, as my winding down project, if I think might be the best way to put this. And my chest is killing me, so I'm gonna probably head off because I'm feeling a lot of pain now. So
Thank you for showing
I
us,
love
and
you guys
hopefully
so
we'll see
much.
the finished version next week. And yeah, hope you feel better.
I hope. Thank you. Appreciate. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you again though for coming, and I'll see you guys next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Jesus Christ, you scared me.
Hi.
Why is your microphone so good? I not feel comfortable.
I like him when he shows up because with his helmet, it's as if he judges people's world. He just sits in the corner and he's just like this. And then when I come up to him, I'm like, what do you think of this? And then sometimes he'll be like,
microphone to me, and I just move it, and I get this. Stinks. Just doing this.
Okay. All right, I'll go off now. I also need to eat something so I can have my medication.
Take care.
All right. Bye. Love you all.
Bye.
I am now going to use the toilet.
Have fun with that. I'm also going to get off.
Take care.
Bye now.
Get off now.
We're back.
Why don't you just
hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. Oh no, Mario.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave early now.
Oh no.
Bye, guys. Alright, and with that is the end of the community meetup. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next week. Bye. Before I go, I'm reading the comments here. The move from SDK2 to Udon. Yeah, they already claimed that SDK2 is done. Like, what we have is pretty much what we're getting, and maybe bug fixes, but then, like, yeah, they're not doing anymore for SDK2. They literally had, like, the comment of, like, wait for Udon for any changes on it for over a year or two before Udon even came out. But yeah. Bye, guys.